Here today down on the Helford River down in Cornwall on board Blue SALUKI. This is a Buchanan designed Prior 37 built by RJ Priors at Burnham-on-Crouch in 1964, and it's a real pleasure today to be on this boat, to see the quality of her and see what can be done with very diligent owners over a period of time of owning, sailing and maintaining a yacht to a very high standard. She had a major rebuild between 2002 and 2005 and has been continually upgraded since then, improving her every year, and she really is a very, very nice yacht indeed. So we'll start here at the bows. You can see her decks. Originally she would have had T-comply decks, but they'd failed, so during the major rebuild all the decks were removed. She's now got this double layered ply deck down, which is sheathed in epoxy glass and painted with non-slip. You got the varnished covering boards and tow rails, so you still got nice varnished timber, but with the low maintenance and complete watertightness of the plywood deck. So here you've got a profile roller furling system, and then here this bronze fitting bolted through the deck, and then with a tie rod down inside down to the stem with the over centre lever here. This is for the inner forestay to put the storm jib up. So if you wanted to sail if it's very heavy weather, you can rig the storm jib, or for downwind sailing you can have that jib, the storm jib and the genoa out either side with the twin poles. This is the Simpson Lawrence high speed, 2-speed windlass with a drum, and this was brand new quite recently. So yeah, not a rebuilt unit, but a completely new unit. Right, looking back here along the deck, she's got varnished teak coamings, and then sheath ply coachroof deck. Again, all that coachroof deck, that's all new. Fore hatch here. Little features like this, where originally it just would have been a perspex sheet screwed down into the teak. I've had this made up especially, which is a chrome bronze bezel, which helps keep it watertight but also looks really nice as well. This here is the second pole, a little jockey pole that's used for booming out the storm jib, and the main spinnaker pole you can see there is mounted on the front of the mast. Jack stays here, permanently fitted, and the bases of the stainless stanchions mounted quite cleverly here. Good gats behind so you don't get any water lying there and debris and muck. Some chain plates here, all new stainless chain plates, and got these little stainless plates around them as well, which help keep the sealant in so you don't get leakage. Single spreader alloy Z spars, and so very well set up. Everything's been thought about here, and it does work extremely well. She's got Anderson winches here. She's got a single reefing winch on the back, and then a pair of Anderson winches either side of the mast. These here are derayed vents. Might look a bit unusual, but these are original. These are from Suitors on the Isle of Wight, plastic derayed vents, and they are completely contemporary to the boat. Never leak, don't get ropes caught around them. They're fantastic little bits of kit. You see here the boom's got stack pack system on, so with lazy jacks, very easy to handle. You're sailing short-handed, 1 or 2 people. Solar panels here on deck, about 100 watts in total, and life raft all recently serviced, ready to go. Looking down along here, so she's got midships cleat, these teak bar bronze fitting cleats, and then the bronze frame, chrome bronze frame windows in the doghouse. Spray hood here. This spray hood was all new this year. And looking down into the cockpit, so this complete cockpit structure was all new in the rebuild as well. So again, got Anderson winches, 3 pairs in the cockpit. So here, these bronze fittings, there to take the running backstays if you're running the storm jib. So you can see how the cockpit thwarts have been made. So you've got slatted scrub teak thwarts on top of the sheathed plywood ones. So, and then the big high lip around here and the angle, so that any water that goes through just drains off, doesn't overflow and fill the lockers. Rope storage, kedge anchor in here. And then outboard dinghy and manual bilge pump this side. So these teak hatches, these aren't original, these have been put in new. So you've got fender storage down in here and the autopilot. You can see there the rudder stock with a stainless cage around it just to make sure nothing gets jammed. And the other side, it's got more storage for fenders and the Mikuni diesel fired heating system. You can see here the main sheet double tailed either side, so you can get it right up to windward. And aft deck again with these nice teak bar bronze fitting cleats, bronze fairleads. Wind vane steering system on the transom there. And looking forward along the decks, and we come here to the bridge deck and companion hatch going down below. Here we are down below in blue SALUKI. During the big rebuild 2002-2005, the whole interior was completely emptied out to access the hull, which all the strap floors were replaced in bronze, new keel bolts, frames repaired, and lots of planking done. So the interior as you see it now is all new from that time. Starboard side here, chart desk, faces forward, and a quarter berth, about 6'4" quarter berth, lots of space, easy to get in and out of there. See here, storage space in the side. And you can see the lagged pipe for the hot air venting, hot air heating system coming from the lazarette locker. There's the control for the heating system. Switch panel there. And the chart desk, all the instruments and so on around. She's got AIS, sailproof, tablet, everything you need really. Storage space in here, and locker down there for books and bits and pieces. Galley port side, So she's got a calorifier tank, see in here, run off the engine, which gives you domestic hot water. So you've got a double sink here, perfect for cruising. You can wash up in one, make your tea in the other. Hot and cold pressurised water, and then good locker space. You've got food storage in here, enormous great locker bin in here. And crockery and so on, specially made cutouts in there, so it's all nicely safely stowed. Here's an Origo spirit stove with oven, so you've got no gas. Good stove, lots of space, set on gimbals as well. And then here, the usual setup, so we've got half height bulkheads with these vertical grab rails. You've got grab rails either side, right the way along the inside of the coaming, so plenty of spaces to hold on to. And the saloon, so we've got port and starboard settee berths, and a drop leaf table here, all varnished teak. Now these berths you've got lots of space in behind here under the deckhead, and here's a decanter engraved with the boat's name. These seat backs, these fold up, and then the seat backs just move back a little bit, so when you're using it as a berth you've just got another few inches of extra space, which just makes them a little bit more comfortable. And then obviously you've got lee cloths under here that come up. Original light fittings from their time. Now here we can see this is the bronze ring frame, right the way around down the other side. Comes about halfway down the side of the hull, one either side of the mast, fore and aft, giving an awful lot of strength in the hull. And the chain plates, new chain plates have been fitted, stainless chain plates on oak backing pads, and they've been lengthened to come most of the way down the hull to the bilge stringer to spread the loads of the rig, making it extremely strong. Nice little half model here, showing her lines and this elegant shear line that's very common to the Buchanan boats. Starboard settee, again same as the other side, the seat backs just drop back in a bit just to give a little bit of extra space. So moving forward here through this door, starboard side door into the passage here, so you've got keel step mast, and then port side heads. There's Jabsco manual sea toilet, and she's got a holding tank, waste tank, which is in the fore cabin under the port side berth. There you've got a changeover valve here to divert it either into the tank or straight over the side. Stainless hand basin with hot and cold pressurised water, and then storage lockers here. Again, this nice, simple, effective finish to a lot of the joinery. So you got this off-white gloss with the teak trim, and it looks really nice, understated. And starboard side here, open these up, so you've got hanging lockers under the side deck. And then forward here into the fore cabin. So usual setup here with two V berths. As I say, waste tank under this berth here. And then right in the bows, you've got an access locker there, which goes into the chain locker. A nicely finished cabin with these varnished teak slats screwed onto the hull. Again, nice and simple, clean, easy to look after. He's hanging these here, these are all new bronze in the refit. And this Reinforcing shear clamp here underneath the beam shelf, adding extra strength in way of the rig. And moving back aft. In back through this delightful saloon. Lots of headroom here, well over 6 foot and even more in the doghouse. Galley, quarter berth, chart desk, and back out on deck.